Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the webinar that is going to be held on Germany today. We are going to navigate the global opportunities for study in Germany, and we are going to compare how the studies are different than the studies that are here in India. So, I'm very excited to guide you all through the academic and career possibilities Germany has to offer and how Indian students can benefit from them. So let's begin our journey into one of the most dynamic study destinations in the world. But before we do that, let me introduce you all to Dr. Sheelan Misra, who is the CEO and the founder of UniThink. She'll tell us something about UniThink and then we can proceed with the webinar. Over to you, ma'am. Ma'am, you're on mute.
Thank you so much, Arjita, and a very good evening to everyone who is present here. And thank you so much for joining us for the webinar on study in Germany. Talking about UniThink is an education services and consulting firm. And the whole idea behind UniThink is to offer the education solution to the students. So we are one-stop solution for all the education needs of the students. You might have seen sometimes students come to counselors and they're not able to get the solution they want because the requirements of each and every student is different. Now that is where UniThink fills in the gap, that whether you want the career mentoring, you want study abroad guidance, you want study in India guidance, UniThink is able to provide you. Whether you're interested to join for engineering, for medicine, for management, for design, for law, for an UG program or for a PG program, we would be able to guide you. We'll be able to assist you in the entire admission process. So this is in nutshell about UniThink, and our team has the members who are very enthusiastic and are very service oriented. So based on the right knowledge, which is required, that what are those nitty-gritties, steps, the processes, the different entrance examinations, the preparations which are needed for any student to get into the top notch or the university of their liking. So our team is capable of handling all these case studies. So today we are talking about Germany, and I'm very happy to see all of you here who are eager to explore these horizons, the new horizons, and make informed choices about joining a program in a country like Germany or maybe the other countries also, right? So my question to you, do you know that Germany is the fourth largest economy in the world and home to the many innovation leaders like BMW, Siemens, Bosch, Adidas, and SAP, right? And let me also tell you this, that one of the top three global study destinations with over 4 lakh international students currently enrolled. So that's a kind of demand Germany has as an education destination. And Germany definitely is known for its strength in areas of engineering and technology. It's very popular for mechanical, for automotive, for electrical, and civil engineering. Also for computer science and data science, where today the most areas are AI, machine learning, and cybersecurity. Similarly, for natural sciences, which involves physics, chemistry, and life sciences. Medicine is another booming area, booming education hub. And similarly, healthcare. There is a shortage of healthcare professionals in a country like Germany, and they are aiming at having more and more healthcare professionals from country like India, where we have very good numbers and trained healthcare professionals. Similarly, business and management is another promising education area, and also the environmental and sustainability studies. So this is about those which are very popular in Germany. But when you look at, the education should lead to a career, right? And everybody aims to have good jobs and good pay packages. Now that is something which is very promising in Germany. So as a student and parents will be glad to know that Germany faces a shortage of skilled professionals in several high demand sectors. and which means that our graduates have very, very good opportunities in the area of engineering and manufacturing, which is the backbone of Germany, IT and data analytics, healthcare and life sciences, green energy and sustainability, and also finance and consulting. So, which means for the students, this translates into studying in fields that not only inspire them but also guarantee strong career opportunities. Now, for parents, it's a reassurance that their child will gain access to a safe, affordable education with excellent return on investment. Right. So I think that's the whole idea of investing in education in terms of time and money and effort. That the effort we put in graduating, what is going to be ROI on that? And Germany offers it back very well. So also Germany has a post-study work visa, which further makes it very, very easy to move directly from university into a career. So now this evening, think of this webinar as your gateway to opportunity. Whether you dream of designing cars for Mercedes-Benz or developing an AI system in Munich or contributing to a groundbreaking healthcare in Berlin, Germany can be your launchpad. So, going further, Arjita is going to cover a lot of good information about Germany, for which all of you are waiting. And I'm sure by the end of the session, you will have a very, very clear roadmap to building your career in Germany. So let's get started without a further ado, because the road to Germany doesn't begin with a plane ticket. It begins right here with knowledge, clarity, and the ambition. So thank you so much for joining us today for this webinar. And over to you, Arjita.
Thank you so much, ma'am. You told us already a lot of about Germany. And before we dive in, how many of you are considering Germany already as your study destination? Anybody who is considering it, please raise your hands. That's great to see. Okay, so today we'll not just cover facts, but also practical insights about studying in Germany and how it compares with India and what your journey as an international student may look like. So I'll just start my screen presentation. Is it visible to everybody? Okay, then let's start. So, about Germany, it is often called the engine of Europe. It has 16 states, and Berlin is both the capital city and the startup hub of Europe. The total population is Germany is around 84.7 million, and it is the fourth largest economy in the world. So, a student studying in Germany is entering a country that combines innovation, research, and entrepreneurship. This is why so many Indian students are choosing Germany over traditional destinations like the US or the UK. Also, it is the Europe's largest economy with massive job opportunities in this year. The German culture is structured, disciplined, and it values efficiency. The official language is German, but the universities use English as a widely acceptable and spoken language in Germany. Some major cities include Berlin, Munich, Frankfurt, Hamburg, and Heidelberg. Each offers a different vibe. Berlin is vibrant and diverse, Munich is traditional and corporate, Frankfurt is financial, Hamburg is a port city and an international trade center. Heidelberg is considered as an academic and historic station. So, to be a part of, German culture, it is very essential to learn their language or at least try to learn their language. So, cultural adaptation is a key in Germany. If you are very adaptable in culture, you're going to get some good internships and good job opportunities. As Germany is home to world leaders in engineering and technology like Volkswagen, BMW, Audi, Siemens, Bosch. So for students, this means internship opportunities and industry exposure. Imagine doing your final year project in collaboration with BMW or Siemens. It just doesn't boost your resume, but it also gives you global career launchpad. So, why should you study in Germany? There are four strongest reasons I have mentioned, that is affordable education. The public universities in Germany either have free or very low tuition fees, which, if we compare it with India's private university or the US, where the fees can be 10 to 20 times higher. Then the education in Germany has a world class quality. They consistently rank among the top universities globally. Then they focus on practical knowledge a lot. The courses are designed with hands-on projects and research. Then excellent job prospects, because Germany's economy is strong and employers are actively looking for a skilled graduate, as ma'am told us. The job prospects are quite high in Germany. Student opportunities for part-time work in Germany. As a student, you can work up to 20 hours per week during each semester and full time during your vacations. So, on an average, you can earn around 12.83 euros an hour. So, here's a prospect. If you work 15 hours a week, that is about 770 euros a month. That can cover your food, that can cover your transportation, and even a little part of your accommodation. So, also the job opportunities in Germany, they exist both on campus and off campus, which can range from academic assistant roles to hospitality and retail positions. Some job opportunities and career prospects in Germany after you graduate. So it allows you to stay 18 months to find a job. That is the post-study work visa, which is applicable for 18 months. Once you secure work, after 2 years of being consistent with your job, you can apply for a permanent residency as well. There are industry leaders present in Germany. It is a home to global giants like Volkswagen, BMW, Bosch, etc. The economic strength is also quite good, as it is the leading economy currently in Europe and offers a stable job market with high growth. And it is also a very good option if you're looking for a permanent residency, as you can apply just after 2 years of working consistently in Germany as a skilled worker. So, now about the academics. When we have to start making the applications in Germany, we look for two things, that is the intakes and the deadlines. The intakes in Germany available are winter and summer intake. These are two major intake, which with winter intake typically starting in September and October, and summer intake starting in March or April. The deadlines of winter intake runs from December 15 to March 31st, and for summer intake, they run from August 15 to January 15th. So these are general guidelines. They're not very specific. Some universities may have longer deadlines and some may have even shorter. So we have to check it on a regular basis. Then entry requirement if you are applying for a bachelor's degree. So in Germany, if you're applying in a public university, only 13 years of education is acceptable. A minimum of 12 years of schooling is required in India to start your bachelor's degree, but not the same case with Germany. So, what we can do, there are pathways for 13th year, that is, you can either successfully complete your first year in a bachelor's degree program, and then you can transfer to a bachelor's program in Germany, or you can attend a foundation year program in Germany to compensate for the 13th year of schooling. The academic percentage minimum required is 60% and above in 12th grade. It is a general criteria for all the universities in Germany, but if you want to apply in the public university specifically, you will need a higher grade, which should be at least above 80%. Then for English proficiency, you need an IELTS score of 6.5 with no band less than 6. And if you have given a SAT examination, you will need a score of 1200 plus. Then for entry requirements of a master's program, again, a minimum of 60% or above in your bachelor's degree. But if you're applying in a public university, which is a non-mechanical background, you will need a minimum of 75% to make an application. And if you're applying to a mechanical program, you will need a minimum of 85%. Then again, same English proficiency as the bachelor's program. Uh, in here, in place of SAT, you might need a GRE or GMAT score in some universities. A score of 310 is considered strong, and in some specialized areas like automobile and mechanical engineering at the top universities, GRE is mandatory as well. The bar is not high as the USA, but the competition is increasing, so only stronger profile gets better admits. Then program duration and tuition fees. If we look for a fees in case if we look for a private university. So usually a master course is 1 to 2 years long and a bachelor course is for 3 years. The fees ranges from 8,000 to 15,000 euros per year, while many public universities are nearly free. When compared to the US and the UK, the tuition fees of 30 to 50 lakhs, Germany is clearly more affordable, and even the living costs are the main expenses, but it also gets covered in the part time. These are some top private and public universities in Germany: the Technical University of Munich, the Ludwig Maximilian University, Heidelberg University, Humboldt University of Berlin. Then in private comes Schiller, Jacobs, IU International, Desserden International, etc. Then when you're making an application in a German university, there are some documents you need essentially. They are your passport, your CV, your transcripts, your degree certificate, your SOP, and a minimum of 3 letters of recommendation. Also, the SOP that you're making should not be plagiarized or AI generated. It should be authentic. It should be showing your passion towards learning, towards getting an higher education, or even for an undergrad education. Then you will need your IELTS or TOEFL scorecard. You will need a GRE scorecard if it is applicable for the program you're applying in. And for the universities which are public, you will also need a German proficiency test, which will range from B1, B2 to C1 level. Then, if you have any work experience certificates, it will add on to your profile. It will make it stronger. But if not, that is fine as well. Then again, APS certificate, if it is applicable for the university, you will have to have an APS certificate. Also, please remember that the SOP is your personal story. The university wants to know why you want to study this program in Germany and not what you can do with this program. So, a well written SOP can make or break your application, especially in the case of public universities. Then, here's a brief of APS process as it is very confusing for people. I have tried to break it down. You will have to make an online application on APS India portal first. Once you register, once you apply, you need to prepare your documents. That is your academic transcript, your degree certificates, your passport copy, and if a language test, if you have given any. Once you prepare your documents and you send it for the verification, APS verifies the authenticity. with the university or the board you have completed your education with. Then once that is done, you pay a fee of around 18,000 rupees to get the process completely done. You get your results after that. If you're successful, you receive an APS certificate, which is valid indefinitely, which is for the lifetime. So it is mandatory for a public university in Germany and for the student visa. But in case of private university, some universities can waive it off. Now, let's talk about the visa. So there are key updates in German visa, which is constantly updated on the site. So staying informed about the latest visa regulation is very, very important for an international student. These updates can often include changes in financial proofs, application procedures, or maybe required documents. So, before making any application, please always remember to refer to official German embassy or consulate website for the latest updates. Then, some financial means for your visa process. Before applying for your visa, you need to make sure that you have your financial matters in hand and arranged. So you need to pay the tuition fees before starting the visa process. You need to pay the first full year of tuition fees. Why? Because it demonstrates the commitment and your financial readiness towards starting your journey. Then, blocked account. It is required for an international student to create a block account, which is of around 11,904 euros. It covers your living expenses for first year in Germany, which ensures that you can support yourself there and you will not need to rely on any other sources and you won't get distracted from your studies. Then, any remaining balance of your tuition fees beyond first years of payment must be clearly shown in your bank statements as accessible funds because they will need to know whether you will be able to afford it or not. These financial requirements in place can allow the student to sustain themselves throughout their studies without any financial hardship so that they can focus on their study more and focus less on getting a job. Then everybody is always confused about what a block account process is and how to open a block account. So it's basically a proof of fund for student visa that the student is going to be able to sustain for a whole year without needing any financial help or financial hardship. So the block account a person needs to create is of 11,208 euros per year, which will be 934 euros per month. So the block account process goes in a way that you have to choose a provider. I have mentioned these are the following providers you can reach out to for creating your block account. Then once you have chosen your provider, you can open an online account. You can fill up their form, you can upload your password and in some case admission letter if it is required by your partner. Then once you have set up your account, you have filled all the desired forms and you have uploaded everything, you need to transfer your funds of rupees 11,208 euros plus fees from India to that blocked account. And amount of time it takes to process is around 5 to 15 days. So always make sure that you are doing it prior to applying the visa. Once you receive the confirmation letter, you can use this letter in your visa application so that it shows you have a proof of fund. Once everything is done, you have received your visa, you have booked a ticket for Germany. To access that block account fund, you have to open a local German bank account. And in that block bank account, your blocked amount fund is released every month, which is 934 euros. You cannot access the whole amount in one go. You will only be able to receive 934 euros per month. So, for successful application of a block account, you need to apply early and you need to send a little extra money, not just 11,208 euros, a little extra money which will include your processing fees and some kind of maintenance charges as well. So before you apply for a visa, you need to have a uh, confirmation of a blocked account. That is how you're going to be able to show your fund. So now everything has been explained. We will now proceed with a quick recap on how to make the application process first in a public university and then in a private university. So, to apply in a public universities, you need to research your program via different universities' website or via DAD or Uni Assist. You can have a list of universities mentioned there and you can choose from it. The step two is to check the eligibility, whether you are eligible to apply in that university or not. It is very clearly mentioned in the university website, including what is the condition for APS, whether it is going to be waived off or not, and whether you need to fulfill the German language requirement or how much is the IELTS requirement in that university. Once you have cross checked with it, you find that you are eligible, you apply for the APS. Again, I explained the process already. You need to make an application online and then you get your documents in check. You submit it for verification, pay the verification fees, and receive a confirmed result. Then take any required English test or German test, it, which is essential for the university. After you're done with that, start preparing your documents. That is going to be your academic transcripts, your letters of recommendation, your CV, your SOPs, and your language test certificates. Once you're done with that, you can apply with the help of UniThink. We help with everything from researching the programs to help you arrange your tickets for Germany. So you can apply via us. Once we are done making the application, we wait for the confirmation letter from the university, for the admission letter from the university. Once we receive that, we make the necessary payments, we open a block account, and once we are done with all these things, only then we apply for the visa. Once the visa gets cleared, we can fly to Germany and start our process by enrolling with the university first and then starting our classes. So, the ideal time to start an application in a German public university is 12 to 15 months before the intake. And it is not the same case for the private universities. So, if you're applying in a private university in Germany, you can start your application even 8 months before the intake. The same process goes for the private universities, that we research the university that are suitable for us. Again, check the eligibility, check the language requirement, prepare the documents, apply, receive an offer letter. We pay the deposit. We confirm our seat by paying the deposit first. And then again, arrange the finances, block account, then again apply for the visa and travel to Germany. One thing which is very essential for both public and private university is that when you reach to the destination, your first step should be to meet with a moderator from your university and get your enrollment done in person. Only then it shows that you are very sincere towards your study and you are a trustworthy candidate. So we in UniThink, we apply comprehensive course assistance in medical courses, management courses, and engineering courses as well.